You know, from an airline point of view, me as a director of flight operations, I don't look at pilots that are in my company as either an expatriate or this guy is from Ghana, this guy is from Europe or from the United States. I look at the experience. That's what I look. I look at the uniform. I have a particular experience level that I want to put in the aircraft. And that's what I'm looking at. I'm not looking at nationality. I'm not looking at gender. I'm not looking at anything. I'm looking at that uniform. Does the uniform requires you to have a particular experience? And if you have that experience, then I will put you there, whether you are from the moon or wherever you are from. What I pay for is the experience. And I need to make sure that the experience serves my safety purpose. First of all, you go to the same flying school. They teach you the same curriculum. It's ICAO approved curriculum. And you train the same way. Now, after your training, you gain experience. So if a Nigerian gains more experience than an American, so it doesn't make any sense, because you're looking at the experience level. You're not looking at the citizenship. Now, if you're talking about jobs, creation, and all that, I think we should look at the expatriate quota, we should look at immigration, we should look at our laws there. But as far as the airline is concerned, I just want to have an experience, a safe, experienced pilot in my cockpit. But you have to understand that it is the onus remains on the pilot himself to be creative and build his hours. When I finished school in Zaria, I was instructing there. I wanted to build hours. And when I went to the United States to further my education, I was also instructing. Whichever opportunity that I have, I will use to build my experience level. And now the average airline in the United States is the capital of aviation in the world. An airline is asking for 1,500 hours experience level of entry level of a pilot. We are not doing that here because, of course, we don't have the opportunity of building hours. We're saying 250 hours, but we're saying also 250 hours, there are so many factors that we will look at. The cost of training that pilot, the cost of all that. So, you know, an airline perspective is he would like to have somebody who is ready-made, who is experienced, who will cost less for him, and who is safe, and you put him in the cockpit to fly. I do not think if you have experienced nationals, then you don't need to go outside looking for experts. Correct? I think that is the law of nature. But again, if you do not have laws that are also protecting these companies and laws protecting the jobs, then you have to go and look for what will suit your company. For aviation industry, for instance, ways to create avenues where pilots, when they graduate from school, can actually have build their experience. We should create that. We should also create an environment when an airline decides to take the nationals and train them. You should have some incentives, tax incentives, so many things. We should also looking at the laws that will protect the jobs of these pilots. We should all look at that. I think it's not something that you have one pill that will solve the whole problem. No, it is a problem that is there for us to look at holistically and resolve it.
A busy terminal at a peak period. Some of the nation's domestic carriers on the air side. Currently, the nation boasts of 6 carriers with 3 new entrants: Azman, Discovery Air, and Air Peace. But many wonder why there are new airlines when those already in the game are groaning under what they describe as unfavorable business conditions. Beyond fuel costs, other experts believe that the absence of a proper business plan is killing the existing airlines. A business model determines the way one intends to make money with the airline, and there are various possibilities which include legacy airlines. A legacy airline is, at least by European standards, most often a former national carrier which has been privatized to some extent over the years. Those airlines have generally a fairly large fleet which is quite diversified, as they are operating all sorts of routes, starting with long haul through medium range and regional flights. The low-cost carrier. The idea of a low-cost carrier started in the United States, but it's certainly experiencing a rapid development across the world. Low-cost carriers are huge on reducing costs to the bare minimum and making people believe that they're being offered the lowest fare possible on a given route. Charter holiday airlines. A charter airline business model dwells on holiday excursions offered by several companies offering trips all over the world. In most cases, they do not sell individual tickets. Rather, they sign appropriate contracts with travel agencies for the transport of a given number of passengers to a given location throughout a year. It becomes the travel agency's responsibility to fill the aircraft with passengers. Regional airlines. This business model aims at transporting people from smaller regional airports to larger hubs or between those airports, and thereby improving the given country's overall social mobility. Cargo airlines. These make their living out of transporting goods for forwarders or big shipping companies. Those airlines generally operate at night and do not have any cost associated with the transport of people. However, they are highly dependent on proper contracts with forwarding and shipping companies, which generally require a very high level of service. This in turn means for the cargo airlines additional costs associated with ensuring absolutely perfect reliability. And finally, hybrid airlines. These sometimes include legacy airlines transporting cargo to their destinations, offering their own low-cost carriers, or franchising out their regional routes to other airlines in order to achieve proper feeder traffic. With all of these business models, it becomes imperative for domestic carriers in Nigeria to define their niche, take advantage of the potential in the market, and grow in it. Aviation this week will be back with News Flash. Do join us again.